so sad about it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Hands up! Unity!
Cut! Kill!
Hey!
Kill! Turn up!
Regular! Hey! I said that!
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He finds his running back, Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Mike 5'9".
368!
Wide, get wide. Motion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alan Bailey, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
He's crazy.
He's smooth!
Mike, check. 59.
Quarterback, don't get nervous. Hands up!
To throw here, Dalton. And the pressure gets to him again. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on now. Check 4. He's checking.
Space.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
we're ready. We're ready. Wild Bill. 6 guys. Hey, 59, ready. Hey, Tuesday. Got it. It comes to me, it's me.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leroy Reynolds just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Got it. Check, crunch. Hey, alert 3. Check 3. Hey, South.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
21. Hey, turn it up. Mike 55. 20. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Tight dog. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Shoot. Gun. Hey, sprint plans.
Here's Ryan to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Evans providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Hey, let's go.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton finding Gleam complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And Dalton to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Get that quarterback team, Ron. Get that quarterback team. They go 368. Check 99. Hey.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And he's going to go down again. Brady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
21.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 52. Hey, go, 368.
And let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Deion Jones, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Mike, back, check, 59. Hey, 2. Let's go. Hands up.
Passing, it's Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Give him 30 yards there. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
2-by-2. Move.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Going deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Bengals. 47 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
44. Here you go. Hey, come on, hey, Delta.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Dalton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
20.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From the gun on third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Now Ryan on first down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check. Hey, express. Switch. Hey, South. Check. 54.
To throw again. Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up third down.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Complete to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
59, ready. That's 25.
Check 3, check 3.
Hey, check.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Get up.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Bravo.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
51.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
52, 44.
Once again, they run with Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Let's go one more.
A 4th down gamble with Dalton. And able to find Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ricky. 11.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. We have played 3 quarters.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Hit a G with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back 25. Right there, 54 Mike. Too little, Doc. Space. Space. 54 Mike. Check. Walk 54. Go.
first down. Ryan. Flush to his right. And his first pass is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Alpha, you better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Throwing again. Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Well, this pass complete. Ryan finding Hardy, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 38 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jameis to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Winston. He's got a first down of inside the midfield and finally brought down at the 43. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, 43 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Freeman again, a first down carry. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ryan Smith right there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll run it. Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Mike, check, 59.
Jameis now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
61, match box,
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He finds an opening past the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Come on, dude. Hey, Steve Stick.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tie it all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Winston now finding Godwin, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Winston now, and that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again.
champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit it here with it. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, number one seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Poss, and Dave win. Still here, still in...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons